Peacemaker Season 2, Episode 1, 2, and 3, fully explained in details, and you're watching Comics Planet. So now let's sit back, relax, and enjoy these 3 episodes with my new pet, Eagerly. The Peacemaker Season 2 begins with a new intro song, and the chapter 1 is called The Tides That Grind. And in the very first scene, we see Justice League is now replaced by Justice Gang, and we have our goddamn Mr. Terrific, Superman, Green Lantern, Hawkgirl, and Supergirl. They're all lined up from that Peacemaker Season 1 last episode, last scene moment. The episode begins with Peacemaker taking questions from students in a school, and the children are asking him, does he have a pet? And he answered, yes, he has an eagle and his name is Eagly. Christopher got somehow reminded of his childhood where he accidentally killed his own brother Keith. For that, his father always blamed him. He also killed his own father in season 1, as we said before. And then the chapter rolls. He somehow got himself into his own new world where everything is perfect and every man is alive in his life. His father is alive, his brother Keith, he is also alive. And after seeing that, the episode skips to 6 months forward, and now we are seeing Peacemaker is going to give interview to be a member of Justice Gang. And guess who is there to receive Christopher from his home? It is his good old friend Adebayo. They both went to that interview place, and we are seeing when the moment Peacemaker was about to enter that secret place where the interview was taking place, DC Comics' very own White Rabbit just got out of that room, and probably it felt like she just got insulted by the 3 panels who are there. One is a representative of Maxwell Lord's company, those who are recruiting superheroes in Justice Gang. One is Guy Gardner and another lady is Hawkgirl. And we are seeing these 3 people who are taking interview. They do not respect Christopher Smith, Peacemaker, as a superhero. They think he kills for no reason, and at this moment Maxwell Lord's company do not want to get that extra negative attention to their company by recruiting a hero like Peacemaker who has a very negative image in front of the world. Then we're seeing these people are asking question to Christopher. When he's about to answer, they're switching off their mic and they're talking random stuffs about some other thing which Christopher can clearly hear, and that just got into his nerves, and he confronted them and he told them, whatever you guys are having conversation among each other, I am able to hear them all. And that just left the Maxwell Lord's representative in shame, and when he was about to apologize to Christopher Smith, Peacemaker already left the place. And then we seeing Peacemaker is saying, I do not want to be a part of Justice Gang and I deserve better. And now we are at a place where Emilia Harcourt is also giving her interviews to be part of CIA or other organizations, those who deal with crimes and those who deal with secret missions. But she is also getting rejections left, right and center all the time, and that just left her fuming, and she just bursted in anger and just punched her hand in the car. That just left her hand blooded. And then when she returned back to her home, she finds Peacemaker is there. Peacemaker is now taking care of Emilia. And then during this scene, we got to know that Peacemaker and Emilia Harcourt, they hooked up with each other long time ago, and Peacemaker still cannot get over Emilia, but Emilia is clearly not in the mood of getting back into the relationship with Christopher, which left both of them fuming in anger.
and Peacemaker then decided to just get high for tonight, and then he hosted a party where every sort of things is happening. And then we see suddenly Economos, his good old buddy, got a phone call from Argus organization that there is another warning. So basically at this moment the story is, whenever Peacemaker is trying to get into that pocket universe, Argus organization is getting some hard signals that there is some interdimensional thing happening. So they are pretty much serious and concerned about this, because we have already seen in Superman 2025 movie Lex Luthor, when he is deliberately opening the pocket universe, that just caused a interdimensional rift, and Rick Flag Sr., who is the head of Argus at this moment, do not want any more interdimensional rift on Earth. And Rick Flag Sr. is also very pissed with Christopher Smith, so he is constantly monitoring, and he is constantly funding that monitoring and putting all the money of Argus on Peacemaker surveillance, because in the Suicide Squad movie we have seen how Peacemaker killed Rick Flag Sr.'s son, Rick Flag, and that just still is heavy in Rick Flag Sr.'s heart. So he is just trying to find any fault of Christopher, but at this moment Economos is trying to help Peacemaker because they are good old buddies. So when Rick Flag sent Economos to see at Peacemaker's house, because when Peacemaker was high, he again decided to went through that pocket universe. So Argus got the signal that there is something happening at Christopher's house. So they sent Economos to Peacemaker's house. So here we are seeing Economos is trying to protect Christopher because they are good old buddies. And now we are seeing Peacemaker again found himself in that place. There's a new world where everything is perfect. His father is alive, his brother Keith is alive, and Peacemaker got surprised by seeing his brother alive, and he just couldn't control his emotions. And then the three amigos, because let me tell you, in this universe, Peacemaker, his father and his brother, they are all worshipped like good old DC Trinity in that world. So people are respecting Christopher's family, unlike this world where Christopher is not regarded as one of the finest DC superhero. But here people are respecting these three amigos. They are having their drinks, and we see Christopher just got emotional about seeing Keith, but Keith cannot pick up on anything because they are thinking that Christopher is from their world. So they were not getting any point why Christopher was getting emotional, but Christopher knows what was happening. And then we see Emilia Harcourt, after getting into that fight with Peacemaker, she went to a bar where she just got abused by some of those biker gang people, and then she fought with all of them, but at the end she just got hurt very very badly. And then we sing while roaming in his own house from that world, Peacemaker just got confronted by none other than Peacemaker himself, because that world's Peacemaker is back, and he is thinking that this guy is a shapeshifter or something and he wants to kill him. And while trying to escape from the pocket universe, Peacemaker got attacked by the other world's Peacemaker, and accidentally again this world Peacemaker killed that world Peacemaker. And episode 1 ends with Peacemaker holding his own dead body, and that's a wrap for episode 1. And now we move to episode number 2. Chapter 2 is called A Man is Only as Good as His Word. And in the starting scene we are seeing John Economos is giving a tour to Rick Flag Sr. at the Argus, because he is the new acting director of the Argus company. But he wants to keep all the surveillance on Christopher Smith because he knew that his son is being brutally murdered by Peacemaker, and he still cannot get over that fact that Peacemaker is still walking freely in the outer world. So he wants to put him behind the bars at any cost. And then cut to the next scene, we are seeing Peacemaker at that pocket universe is trying to hide the dead body of the other Peacemaker. And cut to the next scene, we are seeing Adebayo's love life is in trouble. Her girlfriend is now separated and living separately. And then we seeing Flory is being appointed by Bordeaux to put an eye on John Economos, because Argus and most probably Rick Flag Sr. they are thinking that Economos is trying to keep Peacemaker safe from the radar of Argus. So they have appointed Flory to keep an eye on Economos, and at the same time we are seeing that in the CCTV surveillance they are constantly monitoring who is meeting Peacemaker and where is Peacemaker going and who are all in his house. And at that time we are seeing Adebayo is trying to convince Peacemaker that he should give back all that key and all those information about that pocket universe to Argus, because otherwise they will treat him as some sort of terrorist, which he is not. And here we're seeing Bordeaux secretly conveyed a message to Flory that they will be doing a raid on Peacemaker's house when he's not at home, and to keep this thing hidden from Economos. And then cut to the next scene, we are seeing Peacemaker sliced his dead body into pieces to hide him, and he's just completely burned that so that there will be no trace of evidence about this thing. And cut to the next scene, we are seeing Peacemaker is still looking at some of the photos that he took, I mean the other Peacemaker took with Emilia Harcourt in the other universe. And just after that we are seeing all these good old friends, Peacemaker, Emilia, Adebayo and John Economos. They are having a party at the rooftop and they are having fun. And at that time we are seeing Argus have sent its detectives to Christopher's house to see what Peacemaker is hiding inside his home. But as the chapter 2 name suggests, guess who come for a rescue? It is Eagly, who suddenly came out of nowhere and he just completely brutally murdered 5 of them and stopped this thing from happening and stopped Argus from finding that pocket universe door. And at this moment Peacemaker's secret is safe, all thanks to Eagly. And in the very last scene we are seeing Peacemaker went to the new world and sent a text message to Emilia. And we are now at chapter 3, and chapter 3 is called Another Rick Up My Sleeve. And the story begins with Emilia Harcourt and Rick Flag Jr. sharing bed together, which was a very surprising thing for me, and it was described as 3 years back. And then we seeing Emilia Harcourt is being little jealous about the fact that Rick Flag is sharing most of his moments with June Moon, the enchantress from Suicide Squad movie. And now we are at a place where Keith, the brother of Christopher, vanishing from a home for so long time, and where you are going and if everything is alright. But then Peacemaker find a text message from Emilia where Emilia is asking her to meet at the workplace, but because this is the new Peacemaker, so he don't know where is her workplace. So he played a funny game with his brother Keith to know all the locations and how he can reach there. And then Peacemaker ride his peace cycle and went through the streets of this new world, and we can see that he is loving this new world because everybody is loving Peacemaker in this new world, unlike his previous world, and everybody cheering for him and everybody is waving at him as if he's Superman, and everybody is also saying that he is the savior of this world. So in this world, how Superman is worshipped like a true good old superhero, the same scenario is with Peacemaker in that other world. So Peacemaker is getting that recognition that he always craved for in this world, but he got that in this new dimension. So he just constantly keep on saying, this is the best dimension ever. Peacemaker found Rick Flag out of all people at the Argus headquarters, but he's not some sort of army chief. He's just working there as a regular person, and he is in love with Emilia. But Emilia and Christopher in this new world are like a proper couple, and so they went to a park to spend some quality time, and Emilia just keep on mentioning the fact that you seemed so changed after so long time. You seem like a completely different person because you do not have that arrogance and that pride feel anymore. You seem very much grounded and humble. But at that time, suddenly there is a group called Sons of Liberty. They attacked the headquarters and there is a bomb blast, and they are setting up a bomb to explore the entire building. But guess who came to the rescue? Peacemaker himself and his brother Keith. His brother Keith came and he destroyed that chopper that was there to help those thugs to get out of that building. But Peacemaker killed all those thugs and he defused that bomb. And here his brother Keith, who is also a superhero, he destroyed that chopper, and now the world is safe again, and everybody is cheering for Peacemaker and his brother, and Peacemaker is loving it, and he said it one more time, I love this new dimension and this is the best dimension ever. And here in this world we are seeing John Economos is now being scolded by Bordeaux that why you didn't inform that Peacemaker has an eagle. Flory is saying because he has bird blindness, so he thought it is a duck, but which is in fact an American bald eagle. And then we are seeing Peacemaker is getting emotional and he's saying, I missed you, my brother too. He said that to his brother Keith. Keith is saying, I'm here only, I'm not going anywhere, and I will always be your brother all the time. And so, now we are coming to the conclusion part of episode 3, where Peacemaker went back to his home. But here Argus have hired a man whose name is Eagle Hunter, and he's there to kill Eagerly and to find out what truly is in Peacemaker's house. So this is the end of Peacemaker episode number 3.
So folks, hope you like this video. If you like this explanation video, then leave a like, at least for Eagerly. Subscribe to this channel, press that bell icon so that every time I upload any new video, you will get notified soon. And until then, this is Comics Planet. Okay. Signing out.